I know who is responsible for this. It's the poor. They've summoned these monstrosities to take Westmarch for themselves.
Oh, I can't believe it. My best hammer's gone missing. It couldn't have walked off on its own now, could it, lad?
One of the men needed a hammer. He promised to return it.
Fool boy! I'll never see it again!
I'm sorry, Hadrig.
Get out of my sight!
My mother warned me about the poor. They want my wealth, but they don't want to work for it. And now they've created an army of death creatures. Well, when I'm king, I'll just show them!
I don't feel like talking right now.
We're not going to die, are we? Tell me we're not going to die. I don't want to lose my soul!
Time for a potion?
Is this truly the work of angels? I don't understand. How could they?
The angels pledged not to interfere with humanity. This one broke his word, and he will regret it.
Good.
Why fight so hard? Thousands are dead. What do another dozen matter?
Now I hear those Reapers are taking people's souls? This is madness! Now I hear those Reapers are taking people's souls.
Can I ask you about Deckard Cain?
He was a great ally, a guide. He never wavered. Had he lived, things might be very different.
Could one man make such a difference?
Now is not the time to speak of this. We have a city to save.
I am sorry. Tyrael told me of your actions. You killed Diablo himself.
I battle the darkness in all of its forms. That particular one was difficult.
I don't know that the world will ever understand what it took to face such pure evil.
Nor should they. That is the work of demon hunters, my friend.
My father was the commander of the Knights of Westmarch. He assumed I would become a soldier, just like him.
But your heart was not in it.
I grew up on stories of the fearless Horadrim, Tal Rasha, Jared Cain. That was what I wanted to be. My father thought it was all myth. Wasn't he surprised when I actually became one of them?
I can't do that here. I'm surprised that the swords of Westmarch were able to last this long.
You are from here, aren't you?
I was.
You have returned to us in our darkest hour. Many good soldiers have sacrificed themselves.
And yet, you still live.
I know you will be a great help to us, Hunter.
Why haven't you received reinforcements from Bramwell and Kingsport? They are loyal to the Crown.
Have you not heard? Cities everywhere are under attack. No place is safe.
Yes, Malthael strikes all across Sanctuary.
I did not know. That is disturbing.
The sliver is changing.
Malthael is altering the Black Soul Stone, isn't he?
Exactly. He's been gathering strength from the souls of Westmarch in order to alter the stone. Yet his purpose still eludes me.
He's killing everyone. What more do you need to know?
I need to know what he's going to do next. That's the only way to stop him.
Urzael has done this to finish collecting the souls of Westmarch.
Where can I find him?
All I know is that he is in a tower somewhere in the Westmarch Heights, and that he will be quite rude to you. Before you set out to kill him, you should stop by my cart. I can enchant some items for you.
Do you know anything about Urzael?
He is Malthael's lieutenant, much the same way that Iswal was mine. He does his master's bidding without question.
It's a relief that Malthael spared you in the tomb of Rakis, but I wonder why.
I may be mortal, but I am not Nephilim. I have no demon blood in me, and therefore Malthael does not see me as his enemy.
And I am? I have dedicated my life to killing demons.
That is of no consequence. You are half demon to him and therefore on the wrong side of the eternal conflict.
Some angels are no better than demons. You look unwell.
I have felt pain before, but nothing like this. It is different being mortal. The pain wears on you.
There are two kinds of pain I've found. One that heals, and one that does not. Why did Malthael take the Black Soul Stone?
I have been thinking on that since our encounter, but every scenario I envision simply doesn't make sense, regardless of what he has become.
There must be something. He would not act without a reason. I wish Teriel had destroyed the Black Soul Stone instead of hiding it.
The Black Soul Stone was made by a man, unlike previous Soul Stones. We had no idea what would happen if we destroyed it. It seemed a better idea to hide it away forever. We had no way of knowing that Malthael was watching us the entire time. How could we?
You couldn't. What will we do when we get it back?
I don't know. But it's better for us to have the stone than Malthael. If we make it that far, we'll worry about what to do next.
If you hadn't come along when you did, I don't know what might have happened.
It was the least I could do. Anyone would have done the same.
But you didn't have to help. You could have run right by.
My library isn't far from here. I was closing everything up for the day when I heard the fighting in the streets. I barred the doors and then squeezed through the back window to escape. But I'll have to come up with something more exciting when I write my official account, won't I?
After Corellan's death, the crown passed to Justinian I, through a somewhat convoluted interpretation of Zakharum scripture. Thus began the Justinian dynasty. Seen as usurpers by many, the Justinians suffered nearly constant challenges to their rule. Finally, during the reign of Justinian III, a full-fledged insurrection broke out in the outlying region of Carthage.
You've heard the legend of the Tomb of Rakis, haven't you? Its location has never been found.
What do you know about Urzael?
Well, he seems to have an affinity for fire. I'd watch out for that if I were you.
Anything else?
Urzael was sent to find Malthael by our friend Teriel. He blames himself for what Urzael has become. Jelsa, how sweet of you to ask. My people, the Vetchin, are nomads, always traveling, looking for the land we might settle. All of us have the sight, but few have it as strong as myself. You know, men have always pursued me for my visions. Well, for things other than my visions. But everyone wants to know what the future holds.
My future holds vengeance.
What will you do with your revenge when you have it? You still need to make a life for yourself. A little love would do you wonders. What else can I tell you? I had a vision of death blanketing our world. So I left my people, my family, to come help you.
That must have been quite the burden.
Nonsense. We Vetchin often receive visions telling us when it is time to find a new family. I've had many in my life. I still love and miss each and every one of them. Except for Jonah. I never really liked that one.
I have heard that the Grand Maester himself is in Westmarch. It is imperative that I find and speak to him. I will tell him of the sins his order is committing.
If he's the leader of the Order, he probably knows.
No, you are wrong. My first memories of being a Templar are of him comforting me, welcoming me to the Brotherhood. I looked into his eyes. He is a good man, I tell you. Today is the day I find out how deep the Order's corruption runs.
It's settled then. Go and confront your brothers in arms.
I will do it, even if it means going against my entire Order. I could use a good friend by my side.
I will be right here by your side.
This is one of our strongholds. I will have my answers soon.
I just hope you're ready for them.
Cormac! Everyone says you helped slay Azmodan and Belial. They're calling you the greatest of all the Templar.
It's good to see you as well, brother. But I come with troubling news about the Order. I must speak with the Grand Maester.
You're in luck. He's here. Standing orders are to send you to him upon your return. Take this, the Grand Maester's new proclamation.
You've done us all proud.
This proclamation from the Maester, it's damning. He admits his own guilt. How could I have not seen this?
The day of reckoning is at hand. We will rise from the ashes of Westmarch and lead mankind into the light. We shall have recruits by the thousands. Every citizen will be another Templar added to the cause. Once cleansed by the Inquisitors, they will become an unstoppable force.
Our time has finally come, and we owe it all to you.
Bring me that whip. It is time to purify this initiate.
Stop! How can you do this to your fellow Templar?
We bless them with the truth, as we did for you, Cormac. But if the greatest of all Templar wishes them freed, it shall be so. We've been ordered to take you to the Grand Maester as soon as possible. Follow me.
Cormac, the shining example of a true Templar. We have much to talk about.
Yes, we do, Grand Maester. You have betrayed us all, starting with the torment of our initiation.
It was brutal but necessary. I did the hard things no one else would, for the ascension of humanity. I carry the weight of my actions with me always. Are you ready to make a similar sacrifice, Cormac? Will you stand with me and become Meister in due time? I need you.
But... No! Your power has driven you to madness if you think I would help you rule over mankind!
This saddens me greatly, my son. I am sorry. Kill him. Man is a flawed being. Time and again we have seen good men given to temptation. Though it is painful, I have found only one answer. We must cleanse the minds of our recruits, so they will never fall prey to the corruption of the demons, or the blind self-righteousness of the angels.
Need more time. Not ready yet.
I dedicated my life to a lie. Everything I thought I knew, it was all in the service of a madman. I swear that every Templar I meet will be free from the lies of the Order. And if they refuse, I will be forced to convince them.
They will believe you. I know it.
The Grand Maester, behind the Order's corruption. Deep down, I think I always knew. Perhaps that's why I never felt worthy of the Order, as if I was not a true Templar.
I imagine that's how they kept you from asking questions. A vile tactic. But now, you are free to leave the Order behind. What shall you do?
I believe in you and your quest. This world must be saved, regardless of the corruption of the Templar.
There's no easy way to say this, but I have to leave, and I won't be returning.
You really think I'll let you get away with that?
I'm serious. My brother's imprisoned in Kingsport with no way to defend himself, and I must free him.
You won't be able to get there if Westmarch is overrun. We have to save this city first.
All right. I'll stay for as long as I can, but only because I know how much you need me. It's time for me to go. My brother will die in the Kingsport dungeons if I don't act now.
A Kingsport prisoner, you say? Those poor devils were all transported to our cells in Westmarch last week. But we haven't heard from the garrison since the attack started.
Edlin, I have to find him. Will you help me, my friend? Right then, this is where they're holding Edlin. Let me do the talking.
Looking for your brother, Lyndon?
Wait, this isn't right.
Damn it all!
The Thieves Guild always finds who it's looking for.
Thieves Guild infiltrated the entire dungeon?
Kingsport hasn't forgotten you, Lyndon.
You're too kind.
Edmund! He's...
I'm so sorry, Lyndon.
I never should have joined the guild. He told me, but I wouldn't listen.
It isn't your fault. Your brother was killed before we came to Westmarch.
That dagger looks very familiar.
Take it with you. I know it's difficult, but we must go.
Lyndon, I grieve for you.
I am returning to town.
I was telling you about Lyria, wasn't I? She was so beautiful that Durgis was determined to make her his own. Oh, yes, he pursued her relentlessly, showering her with gifts and attention until she succumbed and agreed to become his wife. But Durgis' jealousy was so great, he hid Lyria high in the heavens, far away from the reach of men and gods.
Only a fool would let his desires run that deep.
Yes, that was Durgis. Desire was his very nature.
Perish without embracing Mount Etna.
Please don't blame yourself for this. Nothing good will come of it.
What do you want me to say? That I wish he'd never known me? That I wish he'd had a brother who didn't fail him?
That you carry the weight of grief.
Grief? You left your grief behind when you became a noble hero. You don't understand the rest of us anymore. Aha! I knew you'd need my help! Always liked that one.
Could it be that the Prophet abandoned us? Why else would his magic fail to protect us while we slept?
It didn't fail for you.
But my sisters died. Why them and not me?
There's no meaning in tragedy, Irena. Some live, some die. It's a matter of chance.
I cannot believe that. There was a reason, and I will find it. When I left my sister Lysa, I took her magic focus as a reminder. I scryed it today to see if it held any clues, and I found strong traces of the demonic magic that killed her. It reminded me of the Viserys magic from before we served the Prophet.
Those mages have been dead for centuries now. No one remembers them.
When I cast the magic upon her focus, I heard her voice again, and this time, I understood. She said one word. Irena. Let us fight this evil together.
You are a quiet sort, Serena. Sneak back home and fetch some of our savings.
But the streets are crawling with those horrid creatures.
That's precisely why you must go, dearest. Nobody notices you.
I heard Tyrael is an angel.
Search for survivors. Perhaps after. If there is an after.
I'm still waiting.
I learned much
damage from that.
Survive that!
Thank you. Had I remained in that inferno any longer, I surely would have died.
My hatred is too low.
It is done. The bloodline of Rakis will once again sit on the throne of Westmarch.
That would be you, I presume.
My grandmother was the daughter of Corellon, but he would not claim her because she was born of a courtesan, not a queen. With the peasants supporting me, Westmarch will become a place of freedom and equality. The idle rich will be no more. Of course, there will be some bloodshed. We must make a few examples, consolidate our power. A small price to pay.
The people of Westmarch have already paid too much. I won't let you do this.
I have spent my whole life preparing for this day, Hunter.
Need more time.
I have come to realize that my personal feelings are of no consequence. My people are dying, and they need their king. Our resistance starts today, and Lord Winton, of all people, has provided the means. These Reapers shall not have Westmarch. I swear my life on it.
You never told me what the Prophet said about me.
Oh, I had almost forgotten about that. It is just that I am so used to it now. It seemed so strange at the beginning.
Was it about my temper? Be honest.
No, not that. I really should not say. It was told to me in secret.
I'm still waiting.
My master has begun his work on the stone. Nothing that you do matters. Soon demons spawn like you will be gone forever.
You will die for what you've done.
The demon spawn shall perish in flames.
Not ready yet. I need to go back. I am returning to town.
You killed the angel who was responsible for this horror.
I did, but he served a greater master. When that one is gone, you will be safe.
I believe you.
Is it true that King Justinian IV is dead? That would mean I'm sixth in line for the throne.
Zai was the greatest thief, and he wanted Lyria. He waited patiently for a night when Lyria's path hid her behind the silver moon. For when the sun set, Durgus had to leave Lyria's side, you see, for desire rules the night. He could only watch from below as she drifted across the ocean of stars. Then Zai climbed, silent as a whisper, into Lyria's palace in the heavens.
Had he fallen in love with her?
No, but stealing from Durgus would make Zai a legend.
Quite unlike me to fall.
I wonder if we could sell wigs made from your hair.
That is enough, Harold! If we survive this nightmare, I am leaving for my parents' estate in Bramwell.
That's a grand idea, dearest. Your father has more than enough money to...
Follow me, and I will tie you naked to a tree for the crows. Maybe then you'll finally think of something other than money.
You are a most unusual traveler, Miriam.
Oh, I could tell you stories. Our wagon train came to a dying village once. The people threw rocks and jeered. There was only one poor family who welcomed us. I charmed my way into the mayor's office and told him that his village would soon be wealthier than he could imagine. He threw me out. He thought I was trying to rob him. Well, my vision showed me where the gold deposits were, but not who would find them. So I told the family who had shown us kindness where to dig. They are quite wealthy now.
Now that Urzael is dead, I'm going to Bramwell to find my son.
Last I heard, Bramwell was still under attack.
I don't care.
Thanks to you, I can finally bury my wife in peace.
You really must stop thanking me. It was nothing.
A dozen people ran by me and did nothing. You're a hero.
Just in the right place at the right time, I suppose.
This disaster will make for great reading someday, provided that anyone survives. How fortunate I am to have met the savior of Westmarch. You simply must. Rackus conquered all of Honduras before founding Westmarch. Repelling this invasion would be child's play for him.
I have bad news, General. The king is dead.
I'd heard rumors, but I hoped. I didn't really care for the king at first, but he turned into a good ruler. Hadn't been himself lately, though. The last of his trusted advisors died recently. Hit him hard, it did. He would have recovered eventually. Now, he'll never get the chance.
Urzael has fallen. The Reapers will not be able to hold the city without him.
You have saved Westmarch, my friend.
But we still don't know why Malthael took the stone. He's getting stronger every moment, and our time is running out.
That strange woman you brought here believes she can help. She insisted on speaking with you immediately. Urzael is slain. Westmarch is saved. And yet these thoughts weigh constantly upon me.
I know the feeling. We have given Westmarch peace, but nothing will replace what its people have lost.
Wise words, my friend. Still, we must keep going forward. Your persistence has taught me that much.
Chelsea, I know how to find Malthael, but you will not like what I have to tell you.
What a surprise.
There is only one person who knows how to find Malthael. She waits for you in the Blood Marsh, and you know her well. Adria.
At last.
You're not going anywhere without me.
Why is that?
Someone has to make sure you don't kill Adria before you find out where Malthael is.
Come if you like, but Adria is still going to die. Urzael and his Reapers are dead. The people of Westmarch have been avenged, and now they can begin to rebuild. But Adria still lives. Lorath and I will journey to the Blood Marsh to find her. She can locate Malthael, and once we know where he is, she must die.
So, it's going to be the silent treatment, is it? We hid the Black Soul Stone in the deepest part of the Nephilim ruins near here. We thought it would be safe, but Malthael found it all the same.
The first time I saw a witch, she burned. Father took me to the town square to see it. Look, he said, that is the face of evil. But she looked like any other woman, and burned like anything else. Then the flames engulfed her. Her eyes found mine, and she laughed.
This is the entrance to the tomb, but someone's collapsed it.
Adria.
It looks like we'll have to find another way into the ruins. What was that?
Something is coming.
I'm still waiting.
This was just one entrance to the city. There are guide stones littered across the blood marsh that will lead us to the main one. The guide stones are useless to most, but will reveal the correct path to a Nephilim such as yourself.
No escape this time, Adria.
Remember to get the information we need before you...
Fine.
Well, that's reassuring.
Father could never understand. He was born into privilege and wealth, and he spent every moment of his life trying to protect it. I was his flesh and blood, but he cared more about the names in books and the faces of the paintings on the walls than his living daughter.
Reading about the ruins before my slumber. The city that once stood here was lost long before my time.
Darkness awaits you!
A powerful enemy we have laid low.
guide stones, but nothing happens when I approach it.
Let me take a look.
There are 4 entrances to the Nephilim city, each one etched with a sigil. Only the correct one marks the true entrance to the tomb, however.
Is this the right passage? Revenge! I don't know if this is the right passage. That was just a taste! You filth! That was just a taste!
Fellow Nephilim, aid us in ridding our city of these cursed beasts. Let's stay together. Take this for your troubles.
My training has paid off. Lyra!
Of the Nephilim are truly staggering.
Well, this isn't the right entrance. This is not the right passage. Was just a taste! You won't survive that! Awaits you! Not this one either. Now I know which sigil marks the right passage. My wrath.
No, I will not do that.
Darkness awaits you!
I need more hatred to do that.
Bleed, you filth!
Not enough hatred.
My clothes were intended for a dry.
I need more hatred to do that.
You won't survive that!
Not enough hatred.
Just a taste!
Need more time. more! My hatred is too low. You won't survive that! Vengeance! That was just a taste! Survive that! I'm overburdened. Not ready yet. Sweet revenge! I can't carry any more.
not so different from my own. There is still pain, suffering, hatred, and death.
Unless we fail. This is the one.
Betrays you!
Need more time.
For my sisters! Feel my wrath!
I'm still waiting.
my wrath!
Your fear betrays you!
Not ready yet.
A mighty foe has fallen!
Sweet revenge!
I'm still waiting.
Wait here, Lorath. You can join me when I'm finished.
You're going to kill her, aren't you?
I will do what is needed.
We're all counting on you.
Your fear betrays you! Bleed, you filth!
My bag is too heavy.
Feel my wrath!
That was just a taste! Do you want more? Bleed, you filth! Feel my wrath!
Need more time.
Bleed, you filth! Do you want more?
Strange magic radiates from these souls.
Not ready yet.
That was just a taste! You won't survive that!
Who do you think these faces are supposed to represent? A Nephilim king? A god?
You filth!
ancestors, gifted with long life, magic, and abilities far beyond ours. Yet they were still men. I wonder if these pages hold the key to unlock their powers.
Need more time.
Let's see where you've been hiding, Malthael.
Adria.
The angels will never suffer us to live. They cannot accept the fact that we may choose our own path. At least demons are not so rigid in their beliefs.
Angels or demons. I will make my own fate and see.
Diablo sent me a vision. He had returned, and you were the one who freed him. Never. He always finds a way. My master will return. Diablo will return. I have done what I can to ensure it. He always finds a way. In your heart of hearts, you know this.
Adria conjured an image of pandemonium before she died.
She was searching for Malthael, so he must be there.
I need to go back.
I'm telling you, Lyria was so lonely, and Zai was so alive and full of life. They shared one perfect night, and after she emerged, blushing. Dirges raced to her side, but Zai was gone. The ruby around Lyria's neck was the only sign that he had ever been there.
That was dishonorable. I suppose he didn't feel any regret?
No, not then. He felt pride. Dirges was possessed by an all-consuming rage. As Zai had stolen what was most valuable to Dirges, he would take from Zai all that he held dear.
Dirges murdered him?
Dirges took something much more dear than Zai's life. His joy. He killed everyone Zai had loved and held dear. Oh, then he slew Lyria. Her light went out from the heavens. The seas wept, and the waves of their tears crashed upon the shore.
Bryson had good intentions.
He's a fool. And fools end up dead around here.
So that's why you wish him gone.
What are you talking about?
How many loved ones have you lost? Your father, your wife, even your apprentice.
You keep that nonsense to yourself, or I might forget how much I owe you.
How goes it?
him or us. Are you ready?
I was separated from the other soldiers and surrounded by the dead when I saw him. I gazed into the face of death himself. I couldn't move. I just stared as he passed through me. His touch was like ice, so cold. But something in me changed. Something I cannot understand.
Where are you going? I have some good news.
Good news?
I mentioned what you did to some guards I met. You could get a commendation or something when this is all over.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Malthael is in Pandemonium.
No doubt he has gone to the fortress. Malthael can hold out there until the end of time. He is forcing us to come to him.
We won't disappoint him, but he's using his advantage well. Every second his power grows.
The only way to Pandemonium is through the high heavens. Let us leave at once. What is this?
Destroy the gate! And Nephilim is here!
Dares to attack us? Malthael is my brother. I fought 1,000 battles by his side, and I care not that he seeks to destroy you and your kind. But my brother has grown sick, and he must be put down for his own sake. Yet I have not the heart to do this. And so it falls to you. Come, Nephilim, to Pandemonium.
Malthael tried to keep me from entering Pandemonium. He is not ready to face me yet. Now, I must fight through these ancient battlefields, where angels and demons have battled for eons. At the heart of this realm lies the Pandemonium Fortress, and the Angel of Death.
Did you hear that? It sounded like someone calling my name.
There is a siege camp not far from here. Meet me there, and I will show you what must be done.
Ready yet.
Demons, the remnants of a long-forgotten battle. You will need to do better if you are to stand any chance.